Thank you so much for joining me on this exclusive live where we're looking at all Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs predictions for December 2025. In this video, we're going to look at your love life, money and career, and give you some advice from Spirit. When it comes to love, we'll look at those that are currently involved in relationships and connections during that month. And we'll also look at singles and see who's coming your way. Keep in mind that this is a general collective reading for all Geminis, so these messages may or may not resonate with your unique situation. If they do, keep in mind time is fluid in tarot, so these messages could resonate for your past, present, or future. Also in these readings, the roles could be reversed. So again, only take what's for you and leave the rest. As you guys know, I do offer personal readings at my website, MikaDivineSpiritualGuidance.com, and all the way to January 15th, 2026, I am giving a really in-depth look at all of 2026. So if you want to book a forecast for the entire year of 2026, check out the link down in the description box below. All right, without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and get right into it. For my Geminis out there, where you at, Geminis? Y'all so quiet. Come on, Gemini. Y'all like to talk. Come on, Gemini. Say something. Anywho, we're going to start off with your love life, Geminis, looking at those involved. And again, going to singles. Here we go. I see we got Mama Lisa in the building. Hey, Lisa. Thank you for being a great mod and supporting us tonight. Appreciate you. She's always coming through, y'all. She's always coming through. Her and T Rose. I can depend on them. They are amazing. Here we go. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Geminis, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs that are currently involved in some type of connection or relationship during the month of December 2025. What is the current energies and the energies between Gemini and this person during that month? Okay. Well, the first card we have here is the Six of Cups in the reverse. We also have the Ten of Cups in the reverse and the Ace of Wands. Underneath the deck, we have the Fool, as well as the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. This definitely feels like someone that has a lot of history with you. And I'm getting, I want a restart. I think this person wants to hit the restart button because things didn't really pan out too well between you two. They can't let you go. But then there's this aspect in this person's energy where they look at the situation and they feel like there's been a lot of damage done. So with that Ten of Wands here, clarifying that Four of Pentacles in the reverse underneath the deck, they feel like there's going to be a lot of extra responsibility on them to make things right. So what this person does is they just kind of wait for you to take action. They feel like if you really do love them, if you really do still care about them, then they'll hear from you. You know, they do want you to come back though. They do want another chance. But it's like they're keeping this to themselves. Okay, I'm just curious. Spirit, tell me, why is this person holding back, not saying anything, not taking action? Like, what's the deal? Okay, Justice in reverse and the Eight of Cups. Okay. Eight of Cups in the reverse. I'm hearing this person say, I should have came back sooner. So now that they're not coming back sooner, they feel like it's going to be almost impossible for you to accept them. Yeah, with the Nine of Swords in reverse, they really feel like you're going to be holding them accountable. And they don't want to take accountability for whatever it is that this person has done. What is the Six of Cups in the reverse? This history that looks like a bit of a traumatic experience. Okay, Queen of Pentacles and the Hierophant in reverse. If this is your reading, I really feel like you were someone who was very invested in this relationship. I think you did a lot for this person and they just kind of took that for granted. Some of you guys could have taken care of this person, or you could have done a lot. Like this person could have been, I hate to use the word bum, but they could have been a bum, or they could have been somebody that was very codependent on you. And so they realized that they did a lot of things that was just out of order and out of line. They should have came a little bit harder than that. Now your energy, I'm noticing, is someone who is over just over it. I think with the Ten of Cups in the reverse, to the Five of Swords in reverse, to the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, you're tired of false promises, of this person saying, okay, well, we're going to live happily ever after, or we're going to build a stable relationship, or we're going to work through the issues, and then you don't see the results. That's what breaks your heart deep down, is what this person says, but then there's their actions for you that really just breaks your heart. Yeah. So it's like, it breaks your heart that you have to do this alone. It feels like a one-sided relationship. Can you give me some more on this Ten of Cups in reverse? What was that illusion that Gemini's was hearing? Yeah, it was very one-sided, like I said. Spot on. It was a big one-sided relationship. Like you were investing, you were serious, you were giving, and you didn't get much in return. Okay. Let's look at this person's feelings for you. Let's see what's going on with that. If you resonate with this, don't hesitate to say, hey, let me know. Welcome. All right, Spirit, tell me about this person's true and honest feelings for Gemini. The Star in the reverse. Yeah. Ace of Cups in the reverse. The Fool in the reverse. Yeah, this is a lot of like closed off, holding back energy. And then underneath the deck, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse and the Nine of Swords in reverse. I think this person feels like it's a lost opportunity. You were definitely a great opportunity that they just let slip through their fingertips. And they feel like it's so risky to even extend any kind of apology, offer, anything. So they just hold back. And secretly what they're doing is they're sulking. I'm getting this person crying, sulking, and feeling bad. Gemini, this person is losing a lot of hope. For some of you, this is for a small portion of you. They could have lost hope as well because they may have hurt you by entertaining someone else. And that could have been another layer to the situation that they also feel a bit regretful about. This person needs you more than you need them. I'm getting a very codependent energy with the Page of Cups in the reverse and the Death in reverse. The reason why this person would be really honestly entertaining coming back is the benefits of being with you, not necessarily love. And that is another reason why they're holding back, is because they know like they're not trying to offer anything substantial. They don't want to hear what you have to say. They know you're going to be upset. You're going to probably curse them out, give them a hard time. But I think at the same time, they're upset that you're not chasing them. You know, they're upset that you're not offering a love connection to them. For some of you guys, you could be in a same-sex relationship. That's for a small portion of you. Or if you're watching and you're a feminine, this person was exuding a lot of feminine qualities, meaning they were not taking action. They're expecting you to chase them if you're a divine feminine. And if you're a masculine, I think you were just a natural nurturer. You just could have been encompassing a lot of feminine energy of giving this person a lot of grace and just kind of helping this person and loving on this person. And they just may have like taken it for granted. Yeah. So they feel heartbroken at the end of the day, but they're just not doing anything about this. And that's the part that's kind of, in my opinion, self-sabotaging a beautiful opportunity. But let me just check. Let me see if they're planning to do anything next. Let's see. So Spirit, is this person planning to say or do anything towards Gemini? Four of Wands and Temperance. So eventually they would say, give me more time. Yeah, give me more time to figure out if I really want this relationship or not. Right now, I just don't know. With the Queen of Cups in the reverse to the Three of Swords, they don't know because they feel like, you know, they've hurt you enough and you probably don't trust them. But at the same time, they're heartbroken because they see your worth and value. They see you as hubby or wifey material or someone that they can settle down with. It's not even like a factor of you're a bad catch. It's this person knowing they just did you wrong. Yeah, that's the blockage here. That's the blockage. It's like they're almost kind of like creating their own karmic cycle because they keep putting it on hold. They keep pushing it to the back burner and just not doing much about it. And I think that's something that you're not feeling at all. But let's see. Let's look at your energy. Gemini, let's see. How do you feel? All right. Spirit, tell me about Gemini. How does Gemini honestly and truly feel about this person? Hey, y'all. Justice. Okay. Justice. The Hermit in the reverse. Okay. And the Strength in reverse. So you feel justified by ghosting this person or leaving this person alone. I think you lost patience with trying to get this person to see your perspective. You got tired of telling this person over and over again, you know, that they need to change, they need to get better. Like you've been talking to this person till you're black and blue and they're not listening to you. So you feel totally justified with like leaving this person behind. Totally. It's not an easy decision for you to do. You feel like it's taking a lot for you to do this, but it's kind of like a protection mechanism. You're getting exhausted fighting for this relationship and just not getting the results you need. And what you're noticing in your energy is if this is your story and you have moved on from this, you'll start seeing like things start turning around in your favor too. Like that's what makes this, you know, karmic justice. It was kind of destined for you to move away from this cycle because it was only supposed to be temporary to begin with, for you to learn some very powerful lesson. Let's see what that Wheel of Fortune is about. Yeah, it was about being honest with yourself and learning to not lie to yourself or manipulate yourself into believing that you can be with someone who isn't really aligned to your values. But it's hard. This person is very tempting for you. Yeah, you've been holding on to this relationship or the idea of this relationship for a long time. And once you finally broke free from it and got tired of waiting on it, that's when you started realizing like, why am I even here? Like, I have bigger fish to fry. There's more fish in the sea, you know, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, underneath the deck with the Six of Swords in reverse, you do think about going back to this person, but as soon as you think about it as an air sign, you're thinking about all the drama, all the work, all the responsibility that's going to be put on you to carry the burden of this relationship. If this is your story, Gemini, you were carrying this relationship. This person was just showing up, being handsome or being pretty, but not really putting in much work. And that's so unfortunate because I think you had good intentions here. You did. All right, let's see if there's anything else you plan to do next. I think it's pretty clear cut to the point. In December, you're just going to ghost them or continue to ghost them, move on with your life because you're just not getting any kind of feedback from this person. With the Page of Cups in the reverse and the Ten of Wands It's just a lot to even deal with. I think when you're talking about a love connection, it shouldn't be this much work. That's how you feel. When it comes to love, why do I have to put in so much work? Why do I have to be the one to deal with this? Yeah, why do I have to deal with this? And for a lot of you guys who look at this person as a player or somebody that's just coming in and having some fun, Knight of Wands is a very, exciting energy, but you don't really take this person seriously. You look at this person as a joke. And that stresses you out in itself. You're like, this person is a freaking joke. So why would I, like, it makes no sense for me to keep going back to somebody that's playing games. And you need somebody that's really mature and really about handling business and doing the right thing by you and by the relationship. So I don't blame you. I think you're going to continue to hold back from this person. Emily says this is on point. There you go. All right, so enough about those involved. I think that's pretty straightforward reading for December. If you are single, if you're a Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus sign, and you're single, I got the best part of the reading for you right here. Let's see who's coming towards you in December. Let's see. Spirit, tell me about Gemini singles. Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Who's coming towards Gemini singles? All right, we have the Five of Wands in the reverse. Eight of Swords in the reverse. The Hangman. Underneath the deck, we have the Knight of Cups in the reverse and the Five of Cups. This is someone that I would say is really thinking about trying to give more peace to the connection with you than give you chaos. This could be like a person that was once a player or someone that was non-committal or someone that dates around. And then they meet you and they're like, listen, I don't want any competition. I don't want any, drama. I just want to bring more peace into the relationship, And so this is someone who's going to really think about taking you seriously, with the Hermit to the Queen of Cups, and that is to alleviate any type of issues. So this could be somebody who has been a part of experiences where they were just not the right partner. And deep down, it's going to be a very hard battle. It's going to be very hard for this person to transform and become this responsible person that's dating intentionally, but they're definitely going to try their best. They're beginning to see things from a completely different perspective, getting out of their own way. Let's see what's going on with that. Yeah, they want to be fair, justice, and the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Whatever experiences they got caught up in, like say if they were a player or somebody that dates around, they just found themselves like not really getting the results that they wanted. And it's something about them realizing, I got to change it up. I can't allow myself to continue to operate in the same energy and expect different results. That would be the definition of insanity. So they're realizing that about themselves, and that's a good thing. Now you Cancerians, I think there's a part of you. Did I say Cancer? I'm sorry. I meant to say Gemini. Some of you guys can be connecting to a Cancer. I do have Libra, Aries, Sagittarius, Taurus, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. A lot of air, a lot of fire and water. It can be any sign, but I'm sorry about that, Geminis. But what I'm trying to say is you're going to kind of get out of your own way. I think sometimes, especially as a single Gemini, you're out here dating and you're judging people. And then there's this part of you too that's still trying to get over something from your past. So it's a very hard process for you to be totally vulnerable. So you're going to hold back a little bit with this person because you're trying to get over something from your past. There's still like this internal dialogue or sense of self-doubt and worries when you meet this person. And it's just stemming from, you being still a little thrown off, not feeling grounded, not feeling centered, not feeling really ready for anything serious, but you're getting there. You're getting there. Yeah, you're still heartbroken. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, you're excited that you're getting this attention, but I don't think it's going to have much lift off. But let's see. Let's see what the potential outcome will be for you two. If you meet this new special person. Let's see. So what would be the potential outcome for Gemini and this new person? The Hangman in the reverse and the Seven of Cups in the reverse. So you're going to feel like they're not the right choice for you. And you're not going to want to like get into a relationship with this person. You may entertain them for the time being. And that's because, like I say, in your mind, you're still trying to get over stuff from your past. So yeah, with the Seven of Cups in the reverse to the Four of Swords, I think it's going to also kind of make you realize like this dating stuff is kind of irritating. Because in your mind, you may look at this person as someone that's non-committal, and that's further from the truth. I think this person has had a history of being that, but what you don't realize is they're in a transformative process themselves where they're really trying to do the right thing. But either way, it just looks like I'm talking to a Gemini who's not totally ready. You think you are, you get out there, the person you meet is a slow mover and you feel like, oh, this might be another player. They're really not, but that's how you look at it. And it kind of sets you back a little bit and makes you just not really want to take this thing super serious. And that's okay. All right. So let's look at money and career for all of the Geminis out there. Be sure you guys hit the like button, show your girl some love. I hope it resonates with someone out there. Geminis, you're quite quiet. I think everybody's laying down, listening to this, or cooking, or doing other things, listening to me like a podcast, or driving. Okay, here we go. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Gemini's money and career. Gemini's money and career. Hello. Barcelona. Nice. Welcome. What can Geminis expect in their money and career for the rest of December 2025? Well, you got good fortune headed your way. I think it's going to be a turn of good events. So that's not going to be an issue for you, Gemini. Yeah. I think it's going to be great because you're going to be presented with a lot of challenges, but I feel like these challenges you're going to overcome. I think this is going to kind of manifest in the form of, people that's going to come and try to, I don't know, fight for your position, fight for your job, or try to knock you off your journey. Don't let them. Keep going. Keep doing what you're doing. I think a lot of you guys are going to be willing to ghost people that just don't align to your standards, your boundaries, your values. Moochers, all of those people, you're going to cut them to the wayside. And you're going to notice like things are going to definitely be turning in your favor. It's a lot of work ahead, I'm noticing too. Like it's not going to be an easy road, but it'll be worth it in the end. Underneath the deck with the Devil to the Queen of Pentacles, yeah, you're definitely going to be working extra hard. Like I'm getting like a big career, money focused energy for you for the month of December. I think that'll be the priority for you for the month of December versus love. I'm not getting a lot of Geminis putting a lot of emphasis on that. And that's okay because it looks like it's going to pan out for you. So let's close the reading with some advice. Hey, Nicole, how you doing? Let's get some advice for all the Geminis out there from Spirit. What advice, Spirit, do you have for Geminis moving forward in the month of December 2025? What do they need to know? We have the Hermit in the reverse and the Seven of Cups in reverse. So this is pretty self-explanatory, very similar to the idea of what we talked about just a second ago. Spirit is saying you need to leave things that no longer serve you. When you see a red flag, run. When you see somebody that's, trying to confuse you, run. Do not become codependent on things that don't align to what you're trying to accomplish for yourself, especially when it comes to your love life. It's going to make you go crazy. It's going to get in your head. You're going to, feel conflicted. You're going to be probably even mentally manipulated by these people. So I think, there is power in ghosting. I shouldn't say ghosting, but leaving people behind, saying no, walking away. Tell me more about this Hermit in the reverse. Yeah. And also spending time alone to break free from karmic cycles, time to heal, time to rejuvenate. I feel like this is a month of just like tranquil solitude and peace. And I see nothing wrong with that. So I'm going to stop the reading right here. Let me know, Geminis, if this is your reading. I would love to hear from you. Also, don't forget that this is a general collective reading. So if you would like for me to look at your unique situation, go ahead and book your personal at my website, MikaDivineSpiritualGuidance.com. All the important links are down in the description box below. All right, guys, I'm headed off to do Taurus in just a few minutes. So if you have Taurus in your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign, come join me. That's where I'm headed to next. All right.